Hello, Artlings! I'm back. I'm so glad to see you. It's time for the big finale show for the Carnival of the Animals. Hello, Artlings! I'm back! I'm Melanie Groovy, and this is Creative Magic. And around here, we're all about all things art. That inner voice, that deep part of us that wants to sing out. So come on, step into the Magic Circle Studios, home of the all-powerful muse, and now you're home. Guys, I'm back. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're here. You know what? I got sick, really sick over the holidays, and I'm much better. I may need to space out my videos a little more for a while till I'm really good. But let's get started today, because you know what? It's the finale for the Carnival of the Animals, and I'm finishing up the story about the artist's journey. And we'll look at the last illustration for Carnival of the Animals. And you know what? I'll probably be posting a video later that has like a stream of each of the illustrations, so you get a better idea of what they are as a whole. But we'll just see the last one for today. And let's get started with the story. Okay, I'm going to do a little longer summary than normal because this is the end and it will make more sense if I tell a few more of the details, but not too long, okay? Okay, here we go. So what? Oh, okay. The camera pans a disheveled studio. An artist is bent over her table, furiously working, throwing pages everywhere. "Oh, where is my artistic voice?" she cries. But she must also run her household, and she helps her son with his homework. But he says, "I'm not good at this." She's like, "No, you can't say that. You make what you create." That means you make in your life what you create in your head with your ideas and with your words. So you gotta say the right things so you have the right life. And her hubby gets home, she makes dinner, everything's great, yay. And she joins a professional group to get more professional about her artwork. And she gets a critique that was very good that tells her, do what you love. And she's heard it before, but now it makes more sense because they see what she loves in her artwork. Okay, great. So that's all well and good, but that didn't really translate until she got the idea to illustrate the Carnival of the Animals, because she's a musician and she has loved music all her life, all kinds of music, and Carnival of the Animals came up at this point in her mind, of all things, and she said, you know what, that would be really cool to illustrate. And what about if I had a little something extra to that? What if I blogged about it? Because now she's learning about social media. New World Act 2. Social media, online interaction. It's crazy. It's all upside down. It's weird. People don't know each other. There's the industry professionals out there, the stars. And you can just reach out and read their stuff and see their stuff and comment on their stuff. And the viewer becomes the viewee because you can comment, you can interact. In fact, the lines are blurred between the artist and the entertainer. I mean, the artist and the audience, because they interact, because they shape each other's experience online. And about this time, a well-meaning teacher from her past comes along and tells Artistica, let me critique your work. And I question this. And she does not like that at all. So she ignores him. And that's all well and good, except the real bad guy showed up at this point. Her inner critic, self-doubt. And it said, maybe he has a point there. Maybe you should be listening to him. Ooh, this is not good. And along about this time, hubby gets really sick. And they need more money to help support the family. And she hears about an art contest, and the winner gets a big exhibit, and the winner gets published, and the winner gets mounds of money. That would help the family, wouldn't it? So she sets to work really hard, working away, and she neglects her son, and she argues with her hubby, but she gets her work done. She marches into that art exhibition hall, and she puts her portfolio out there, and uh-oh, her work is not like anyone else's work, and she doesn't know anyone here, and they're all talking and having a great time. They all know each other. They're real artists. She's not a real artist. So she gets ready to hear the announcement of who will be the winner, and guess what? She loses. And she has to get a day job. And a fly dies and lands on her portfolio. She decides that to be a real artist, she had better get some real education. Get a technique, after all. So she takes real art classes online from a real art college. But boy, those art classes are a little bit technical. About this time, her son says, "Mom, why don't you do what I'm doing?" And he says, "Do YouTube with your art." And she says, "You know, I think I will." And so she borrows some equipment, and she sets up her account, and she studies YouTube videos, and she shoots her videos, and guess what? They're really, really bad. They're stiff, and they're boring. This is not working. This is not helping. "I can't do this," she says. And her son says, "Wait a minute. You told me you make what you create." And she's like, "Uh-oh, you're right. I did tell you that. I am making what I'm creating, and what I'm creating in my head is very limited. This is what a real artist is what I keep telling myself. This is not working. So I have to stop being limited and expand." And about this time, a voice says to her again, "Do what you love." And she says, "But I'm trying to do the art that I love." And she realizes that's not the only thing she loves. What she loves is creating community. She loves talking to other artists and collaborating and encouraging others. Now we get to the final scene. So with her YouTube channel, Artistica creates community. She embraces and supports creative souls everywhere. She knows that every voice needs to be heard for our culture to grow and advance. Because we evolve only when we hear each other's voices. And she even collaborates with her son, the gamer, and with her husband, who is now promoting living a healthy lifestyle to combat disease. Artistica creates her own art, and she explores creative process, and she works with the artistic community, and she holds workshops for adults and for kids, and she writes books, and she interviews people, and she gets interviewed, and she displays her work and exhibits, and she holds exhibits for others, and she makes TV appearances. And Artistica expands her idea of what she can be to her idea of what she could be if she just let herself be. And that makes all the difference in the world. The end! Yay! I hope you liked it! I like telling it. Hey, and you know what? It's time for Carnival of the Animals. That's right, the final illustration. And it is called Finale. Yeah, that's the name of the music's last movement, and it's also the name of this piece. So now, let's look at Carnival of the Animals Finale. Okay, Artlings, now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments below, what does it feel like when you finish a big project? I can't wait to hear. Hey, you know what? Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's been so fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you too. We've got to keep meeting like this. So remember, until next time, don't be afraid to spill a little paint, a little ink, or a few pixels. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye! Hey, Van!
What?
How are you doing?
Good?
Hey, you know what? We've just finished up this big project. Are you excited?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, I am. And you know what my favorite part of the project was?
What?
It was interacting with the people who watched. I think that it was something I didn't really see happening. I was thinking it was going to be so scary doing YouTube, and it was. But then when I started hearing people tell me about what they thought about it, I started feeling better about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my favorite part. What was your favorite part?
The snacks.